we'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens defense getting set to go fresh off a victory in the season opener. And we'll be keeping our eyes certainly on this man making his second appearance in the regular season with his new ball club.
And his play was pointed out as a big reason why they got that victory in the opener. He settled in nicely with his new running mates on defense, and they'll need to get off to a fast start here in week 2.
Throwing to start here is Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The numbers for Hill a week ago. 7 catches, 115 yards, and a touchdown.
I like the performances he's put up throughout the year. That's the reason he's ranked number 9 in the league in receiving yards. In a league that throws the ball around like crazy, number 9's a good number.
Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. A run for the first time with Myles Gaskin. Down to about the 45. Well, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Odafe Oweh collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. They'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Baltimore defense ready to go once more. They've got the 3-0 advantage here as this next drive starts. 1st and 10. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
A legacy player in the NFL, Cedric Wilson, 602 yards last season, nearly beat his father's best season when he played in the league. The Miami Dolphins, they're betting that Wilson can surpass not only his dad, but become a big-time player in their revamped passing game. Nice catch there for a first down.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. He's going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Meanwhile, Tua's throws taken in by Waddle.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. The Raven defense set to go to work here. They trail here in the second quarter as this next drive begins with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And he is going to lose yardage here. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Going to the air, Tagovailoa throwing quickly to Wilson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Tua now on first down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are in for 6. The Baltimore defense ready to go once more. They'll start by looking at a 1st and 10 at the 25. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Running on 1st down with Gaskin. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Forced out to his left. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Looking to pass. Tua. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And to the left side here, Wilson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Goal. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. The Raven defense set to go to work here. And they'll begin by trying to defend a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin with a couple of cellar dwellers from a season ago. The Jets on the road at Cleveland. And it's the Browns who have the lead late in the first half. Amari Cooper, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And you can see there is the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Matt Ryan has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. In that game, all tied with the visiting Patriots. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
The Baltimore defense ready to go once more. They're in the ball game, but could use a stop here, trailing in this third quarter as this next drive starts 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. On target over the middle to Hill. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards. Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. They'll get this down to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about where they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Fights through him. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or two short. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. And again, it's Tagovailoa. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
The Raven defense set to go to work here. They're in a somewhat unenviable position here to start the drive with the ball already up near midfield. On play action, here's Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And a completion to Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Calais Campbell showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And out of bounds right around the 20. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does. That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
The Baltimore defense ready to go once more. They'll be seeking a stop here for sure in the 3rd quarter of a tie football game. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Tua going to throw. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field. Touchdown Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, 32 yards. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. The Raven defense set to go to work here. They're in desperate need of a stop here, or certainly a turnover would be nice. They trail 4th quarter as this drive begins 1st and 10. Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Off the play action. Tagovailoa. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And that will be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how.
The Baltimore defense ready to go once more. They just got the benefit of a beautiful punt a moment ago. So this offense backed up down by their own goal line to start this possession. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward. On
first down, Tagovailoa. And that is caught.